Hey yo, what's up, Guan? It's your boy Bump Jonas back again for part two. We went so long, we was having fun. They only gave us an hour to talk shit and interview NBK. So that's Natural Born Kings. So I had to come back around for another one. As they like to say, we gonna spin the block. So let me get my dudes back in here. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Now's the time to tell a friend to tell a friend. It up with my man Chop It Up Hip Hop. Hold up. Hold up. See here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Salute, salute. It's my commission brother, my brother in hip hop. How we doing, boss? Hey, man, that shit was I didn't know the time went that quick, man. Shit, I'm over here smoking it.
That shit flew.
I'm having a good time, man. This shit is fucking fun.
Definitely, that shit flew.
I would have played so many songs, but I don't wanna ruin nothing, so I'm gonna chill, man, cause motherfuckers, y'all gotta make sure 12, 22, 22. Tap the fuck in. NBK2 drops, y'all. That's why we here to interview before the shit drops. We starting the promo now. So now's the time to tell a friend to tell a friend. There's the arrow down there, just down to the right. Shoot that bitch out there like a kite and let your folks know. We talking to Rich Notch. Is Tall Genius coming back? Oh, shit. Hold on. Canna Candice, how we doing? What's good, love? What's good, love? Let me throw Chop an invite. Let me see, we get tall in this mug.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, you've been under the weather, so I'm glad that you look like you're feeling better.
Yeah. Yo, the weather out here been crazy. A lot of people been getting sick out here in New York, you know what I mean? Like the good thing, it wasn't COVID, it wasn't the flu or nothing like that, but they said just a bad cold. I'm still not 100%, but I'm back, you
Hey
know what I
man,
mean?
but you keep it healthy, you keep it fit and hip hop, so you know that helps keep your your
Yeah.
immune system and shit.
Facts. I tried, you know what I mean? See, whatever the told genius.
All right, so while we doing that, bro, why don't you I mean, as best you can, bro. I don't want you to overdo yourself. I know Genius was doing a lot of talking, but I do want them to get to know about you, man. So give us a little bit of history about yourself. Like, how did you, what got you into hip hop? What got you into MCing to the point? I mean, we all grew up with hip hop. We're from that generation. But what was the turning point for you to be like, all right, pen the paper, pen the mic, we gonna start spitting?
It probably was my older cousin, one of my older cousins, Ron. When I was younger, he used to always be like freestyling. So if I go to his crib, he be freestyling. He got the tape recorder. He'll play a beat on the radio, you know, the old school way, like making a demo or whatever. And like I said, I was super young, but I see my older cousin freestyling and everything, and then I do my little dumb freestyles back then as a kid. You know what I mean? And then we started writing. Me and him started both, like, I see him writing and I started writing. So that's what actually started me with the actual, like, doing the rap thing, whatever. My cousin Ron, he got me started with that. He used to just
Was
do
it
it for
a
fun.
was it a challenge of a sort then, or was it just like, well, yo, he doing it and this is fun, I'm gonna do it too, or
I mean, he was doing it, and then I started doing it. I realized I was like, oh, all right, I'm kind of all right at this, even though I was younger. Like I had fun doing it. To me, it was kind of fun. Plus, I was like, all right, like freestyling was always fun to me. Like that's something we always did off the top of the head. And then people used to tell me at a young age, like my older sister, be like, yo, that's a gift for you to come up with words like that off the top of the head and keep going without messing up. So it just went from there to just keep going and having fun with it. Genius is back.
we back. Appreciate y'all tapping
What's
back
good,
in. This
man?
is NBK2 interview part two, part two. For any of y'all that are bilingual out there. So yo, we were just getting a quick catch up on from Rick on just like his history in terms of getting the pen to paper and really getting active as a contributor. And I know we probably touched on this with you as far as your history as well, but give us a little bit of intro. Like what was your, again, like I mentioned at the top, we've all grown up as part of the hip hop generation. We've grown up with hip hop in one way or another, whether we liked it or not. So what was the catalyst or the trigger for you to be an active contributor to hip hop?
Bro, I used to want to rap. So, for shit, for a while actually, I got into rapping because I used to really, really, really want to be an actor. So I used to be in my drama club in my school, and we had a play where I had to rap. But the teacher that wrote the rap, I mean, it's part of the script. I'm like, yo, this rap is trash. Like, I don't know. I got to go up on in front of the stage and say this. Like, I don't want to say this shit like this. Like, if I'm gonna say it, I want somebody to like, I want it to be fire. So, me and my boy Patrick, we sat at the, the lunchroom for like maybe 2 weeks. And we sat there and we wrote this rap. It was about Harriet Tubman. Because first we had a rap about some, regular hip hop rap shit, and the teacher was like, nah, let's forward. And the school was like, nah, we need like something with some content. So, we came up with this rap for Harriet Tubman. She allowed us to do it. So he did the beatbox, I did the rap. And the reaction I got from the crowd saying that shit, I was like, nah, this shit right here, ooh wee. Like it just took every insecurity that I ever had about myself at that point. That shit just went away. And then everybody just knew me as the guy that could rap. I was feeling that title, so like that's when like the hip hop bug really grabbed me. And then, like I said, my man helped me with the rap, so I ain't really was able to write no more raps until later on in my, like, as I was growing up and shit. I started, like, really paying attention to hip-hop niggas and rapping, Big Daddy Kane, Slick Rick, Biggie, Nas, the whole golden era. What I'll do is I'll rewrite the raps and then substitute the words and shit. So if Nas will write a rap or whatever, I'll listen to it. I'll copy the words down from listening to it on the tape, and I'll change the words around to make it fit in for me or whatever. So I was just like taking the cadence basically, and just like, I bet. And I did that enough to the point where I developed my own cadence and figured out measurements and all that. And the whole time I was always in the band. I was always like, actively in like some sort of arts and shit like that. So I played the tenor sax growing up. I played steel pan, like in the steel orchestra. I was always around music, and then my right hand, like my family and shit like that, my boys, their parents were like, they had a record label for reggae artists, and these was like my this is my family. I can't even call them my friends. They're like my family. I know their whole family. So growing up with them, it was like music overdose. So whatever love I had for music at my house for myself, I go over there and it was like times 10. It was like the environment was just like, it was for artists and creatives and shit like that, creative people and shit like that, you know what I mean? So like, I ain't gonna lie, like I really formed my creativeness with that family, that family right there. And that's literally how like my whole music journey started, being able to like, I had an environment where I was able to like nurture the craft and shit. Like my homeboy Pops, he had studios in the crib. Like this is 1994 or 94, 93. We had like a Tascam tape recorder and a regular
major.
And a Boss 908 drum pad and shit like that. And that's what we did. We came home from school and we had to do like some chores in the crib. Like he had a juicing factory too. Back in the day, he was doing roots, right? Shout out to Gaddafi. He definitely was like entrepreneur type of thing. First experience I ever had with an entrepreneur, business owner, a black business owner. It was him and that whole family. So they had a whole juicing factory in the back. So the thing was, if you want to record, you got to come to the shop, bottle some cases of roots, and then you get to go record or do whatever you got to do. You feel me? So that alone right there developed discipline. Like, I bet you want to get something, you got to work for it. You got to put in some sort of sweat equity. Nothing is given. You got to earn that shit. And like with us doing that, and also all being that dedicated to the music, they supported us. So they was taking us to talent shows. We was winning talent shows and shit like that, and going to different just different shows and just rapping for different people. Like, people will be like, yo, meet us at the party. You know, some people want to hear y'all rap, or meet us at the barbershop. Some people want to hear y'all rap. And, you know, we was doing that since we was 12 years old, and we was in that environment. Like I said, like, Brooklyn at that time, everybody was rapping, and everybody was accessible. Like, everybody was accessible. We was in Brownsville, so we had MOP, we had Trigger the Gambler, we had like Jeru the Damager, we had AZ. I got a crazy story about AZ, me and my man Sean. Matter of fact, I'll give you the short version of it. We was on Pickens Avenue, and we was window shopping, and we seen some sneakers and shit like that. We wanted to buy, but we didn't have the money. We was little kids, and we seen AZ and his man come into the sneaker store, and the owner of the sneaker store was like kicking us out, because he was like, yo, that's AZ. He gonna spend some money. Y'all get y'all little broke ass niggas out. Get y'all asses out of here. And AZ was like, nah, let the shorty stay. He said, let the shorty stay. And he bought us 2 pairs of my first pair of New Balances. Me and my man Sean. Word to my mother.
Swear.
Back in
Swear.
the 90s. You feel that? Word to my mother. Word to my mother. You feel me? So like, just going through all of that, growing up, like, this is why hip hop is my life. This is why, like, I'm gonna do it until I die. I already know, like, this is what it is for me. I'm doing music because, you know what I mean? So like, that's my story in a nutshell, really. I just grew up in it. I met a lot of people along the way. You know, I was able to meet people on my journey that gave me a sneak peek into what I thought I wanted. You feel me? Like, when I was rapping, I had a mentor. He passed away. His name was Kaz. He was the in-house producer for Noriega and his whole militant. Yeah, he's in there. If you look him up, he produced on the Violator album. He produced on a lot of like early Violator Def Jam shit. Like, he's an industry guy. And he gave me he showed me what this industry was all about. He showed me the funny shit. He showed me the weirdo shit. He took me to them little parties that everybody talk about on YouTube, like the little, the parties where they test you and all that. I was there. It's real. And it's people in these parties that I went to. I went to one party in particular. It's people in these parties that on the mic or on the stage or on the internet, they bash these people. But in face to face in the event, in that area, when they in that secluded area where it's all industry people, them niggas is homies.
So
they friends. They cool. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the ops. It's WWE, bro. And I seen it with these 2 eyes, and I wasn't drunk and I wasn't high. Word to my mother, and that's why a lot of the shit that we doing with NBK, I'm so clear on what I want, because I seen that shit. We don't want that. we don't want that.
Talk about spiritual sauna, you know what I mean? Shit like that.
Right.
That weird shit.
Well, that's one thing I was gonna say was, you guys come across, well, first of all, we appreciate the fact, and salute to y'all. Let's give our people our flowers now. Like, we appreciate y'all being creators and expressing yourself, because there's a certain level of vulnerability to be like, yo, I'm out here doing me. And y'all keep it authentic, you keep it hip hop, and you keep it responsible, though, in a non-corny way. You know what I mean? Like, you keep it legit with who you are. It's no bullshit, no fluff, no extra. You know what I mean? And that's real as fuck. So, we got to make sure that we appreciate that. So, like,
appreciate that, man.
Let's talk about the video real quick. Because the video is getting hella good reaction. It's got great views. It came out dope as hell. Big Talkers is a big album, or big record, big song. You know what I mean? So Tall, how come you wasn't in the video, man? Was it schedule-wise, or you just, like, camera shy?
Hell no, it's definitely scheduled. Definitely scheduled, bro. Like, it's a long story, but like, yeah, I was mad because every video in part one, I was in every video. But bro, when I seen like the first draft, I was like, yo, I'm not in this shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, this shit was just like, and this is before. This is not even the version that y'all seen. I just seen like the rough draft, and I was like, yo, what in the fuck, man? Like, fuck it. It's gonna make sense at the end of the day. But like, I was so upset I couldn't make that shit, and shit. You see, that shit's fire. Shout out to DMR, shout out to Speed, shout out to Rich, of course,
shout out to Radiant.
Focus.
Yeah.
Radiant. Oh my God, bro. That's the guy that was behind the camera. Shout out to him. I even had to email him, like, bro, personally, like, yo, thank you.
So walk us through that. Was that done in one day? Because I know you had DMR, so I know he was kind of, y'all had coordinated with some other things that were happening and travels and stuff. So did y'all just like get up like butt crack of dawn and run it till midnight? Like, how'd that go, man?
Yeah, we woke up super early. We got out there early. It was one day shoot from like early morning to afternoon. You know what I mean? And then it was a one day shoot, like early morning to afternoon, basically, just to get the footage and the clips and everything.
All right. So, like, did you guys already have the pre write up, or was it a freestyle approach in terms of how you gonna put it together?
We had the treatment, so it went 90% to what the original treatment for the video was, but it wasn't 100%. It was something else that's supposed to have been done in the video, but it wasn't able to happen. But basically, it was like 90% of what the original treatment was for the video. So yeah, we did have the idea and everything. You know what I mean?
That shit was hard. The whole process was again like a grown folks throwback to what a video should look like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without the 2000 storylines that always ends with a beat to be continued bullshit. It was just like a fun fucking clip into what hip hop looks like. So like, how nerve-wracking was it to shoot a video in the middle of, the daytime with the people around you and shit? You know what I mean? Like, was there any anxiousness or nervousness to that to get over? Did you have to, like, take a couple extra shots of Henny?
Nah, actually, we was drinking Patron that morning.
Oh.
Shout out to DMR. Salute, me and DMR, before we started shooting, because it was kind of cold outside, too. So I was like, yo, fuck that. It's like 6-something in the morning, 7 in the morning, but we're going to crack this Patron I had in the car, and we started taking shots of the Patron, whatever. But nah, it wasn't. I'm never nervous to do no video or nothing like that. But it wasn't a lot of people out because a lot of people was already at work, and that area is like more of a like a industrial area, like warehouses and different other stuff going on over there, like studios and everything. So it wasn't a lot of traffic as far as that goes. But people was walking by showing us love and everything, definitely.
So y'all got, because that video, you got, and that's something I do want to get to. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, man, doing a part 2 of this NBK2 interview. Shit, I'm having a good time. I should have brought 3 blunts. Damn it, I didn't calculate my bluntage correctly. But you know what I'm saying? But so like you guys had at least I want to say 2, maybe 3 interviews videos for NBK1. We got Big Talker. Do y'all got any other interviews or not interviews but videos planned?
Yeah, Spiritual Sauna, that's going to be the next video dropping. I did something for Spiritual Sauna. You know what I mean? Had to do that.
Yeah, I think we're going to do something.
Yeah, Walking on Clouds, we're gonna do a video for that. We're going to do a video for Hiccup. Smoke Lessons, probably Smoke Lessons. A lot of people like Smoke Lessons. Diamond Studded. Spills say he's definitely gonna pull up for that video. So we got a couple of videos lined up we're gonna do. Not for every song, but a good probably I would say half, 7 out of the 14. Good 7 videos. 5 to 7.
That's the thing, bro. So again, I feel privileged to be able to have heard this before, but I'm still like gonna click the link and make sure I'm taking care of business because this shit is worth having. You know what I mean? But like, a lot of these joints deserve videos, so I'm good. I'm glad to hear like, all right, there's some visuals is coming because let's make sure Tall's in the motherfucker. A couple of these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But
No, I'm
no,
gonna
I'm
be
just
there.
giving
I'm
you
definitely
shit,
gonna be
man. I'm
there.
just giving you shit, man. So,
I'm definitely gonna be
how
there.
many studios did y'all use in the process of this project? Was it all just, just one studio? Did you record some reference joints ahead of time and then get it ready to go into the studio? How did that process go?
It was two studios, basically. Well, yeah, two. Majority of the bulk of the project was recorded, just like NBK One was recorded at Jay Lake Studios. You know what I mean? The Lobby Studios in Brooklyn. Yeah, salute to
Shout
Jay
out to Jay
Lace, man.
Lace. Shout out to Lace.
So engineer extraordinaire.
Uh,
That's my engineer dude right there. Like he makes
mm-hmm.
sure. Yeah, he's a
Legendary.
super dope engineer. Yeah, besides other
Legendary.
things, he do a lot
Yeah,
of shit, but
legendary.
engineer wise, he get busy.
Mm-hmm.
So majority was of the project was recorded there. The songs with Nate Brack, whatever song featuring Nate Brack was recorded at Nate Brack studio. He got his own studio. So, but every other song was recorded at Jay Lace. So it's basically two studios.
Yeah, the I was gonna ask about the engineering. Hey, shout out to Homestead, man. That's the commission,
Shout
bro.
out Slim,
Big love.
DMR.
Another brother in hip hop.
DMR, what up? Took a little trip to the
You borrow
NYC.
so thorough that I might not leave. You know what I mean? Can't spell
Yeah,
gold
man.
without the
Hey,
O and the
man.
G. Salute.
H-Town.
Man,
Shout
that's
out to
it.
Texas.
That's a
Shout out to
big record,
Texas.
man. Big record. It's going. I think it's gonna keep going. The video is going crazy, man. And like I said, I definitely want to
It's
see
on
more.
Mm-hmm.
Spotify. It's on the videos everywhere, by the way. For y'all that don't know, it's on every
Yeah,
streaming site.
So there's one.
word. It's
There's
not only on
one
YouTube.
track
It's
that I
everywhere.
can definitely talk about, and it's to me it's not the dopest because every one of these is dope. Like I've only had two projects this year, and this one's included, where every track was dope to me. Like and that's KD3 is
Okay.
the other one, and I know there's some bias there on both ends, but that's just my honest opinion. Like even Kendrick's had a few throwaways to me in a sense, right? But let's talk about Walking on Clouds, because that was basically the lead off single. We put that out. You put that out like well in advance to kind of keep the juices flowing, give us an appetite or wetter between projects. So one, I want to know like why did we choose that one as the lead off single, and two, like what was the process in the production? Because that beat is crazy.
um, shit. Walking on
I be
clouds,
walking on
man.
clouds.
Like like when you, it's not like I'm sure it's other like creatives in here, and like when you creating and shit like that, and you in that rhythm, sometimes like you don't know like what's going on until you hit that point or you get that, like for us, that song. And when I heard Walking on Clouds, first of all the beat, when I make the beat, I was just like, I know what he gonna do on this shit. I already know he gonna deliver. I think it was just I think he got that beat at the right time. You know what I mean? Because as a creative person that he is, he was going up this way. And I think, the Walking on Clouds beat just crashed into him at the right time. And the shit that he's talking, like, when I talk about his confidence, when I talk about the pockets, when I talk about the command and shit that he's saying, it's that record is the epitome of that shit. It's the epitome of the growth in his writing and the growth of my production as well. So like Walking on Clouds had to be the statement record, bro. It had to be the first record that everybody heard, just to let everybody know, like, shit, them niggas is coming back again. And not only with the same bullshit, but with some new fire upgraded shit. It's like the new iPhone. You know what I mean? Like, it's the new iPhone. You gotta get it. You know what I mean? It's fire. You gotta listen to it. And, that's how I felt. That's the confidence I felt before I even fucking hit upload. Like that's how we felt. Like, yo, fuck it, this shit is fire,
I'm
and they gonna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the energy that I think everybody is. You gonna do podcasting, you doing music, you doing art, you doing whatever. You can't wait for these jealous motherfuckers to tell you your shit is fire. Like, you think these niggas want to see you really win for real? Like, they don't want to see you win like that. Like, you grew up with them. How the fuck you get all this confidence and all this courage to put yourself on a platform to be like, yo, this is what I could do? Niggas don't want to see you win like that until they see other popular people pushing you up. And then they be like, oh, yeah, it's my man. We went to school together. You don't remember
that's
me?
what I'm
Nah, fuck that. You got to have that confidence. You got to have that confidence before you step out. Like, yo, nah, this shit right here, fire. And if you don't fuck with it right now, cool. You're going to catch on to it when the time is right for you.
Hey,
But this shit right here, fire.
so Chop,
You know?
what was the reaction when you heard this beat? Or was this one pre? Now, I mean, obviously this one was already done and in the bag because we had this before NBK2 came out. So was it done before the rest of the project was finished, or?
Yeah, it was one of the songs towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of the like songs towards the end, right, Genius? Middle,
Yeah,
middle.
like the middle. Like, I think we did a lot of other records before.
So it's
I mean, after
more in
Walking
the
on
middle,
Clouds,
yeah.
because I think we dropped Walking. Yeah, we did Walking on Clouds in the summertime because we dropped it in
Okay,
September.
yeah. So
That
now when
that
I heard the beat, I was like, this is
So Walking on, we did.
top 10 Genius production right here. Like, I just love the drums, the way it, like, when I heard the beat, it just shit just made me feel like I'm walking on clouds. That's when I came up with that. When I say I'm on another level now, I'm talking about me and Genius. So production wise, like, oh, he on another level now. That's why I put that in the hook. Like, I'm on another level now, and I'm just spitting shit that I feel like I'm walking on clouds. I could snuff the groom, snatch the bride. I feel like I'm untouchable. I feel like I'm on clouds. You know what I mean?
Word.
Jill Scott, I could. Yeah.
What you want to do to Shorty?
You know what
What
I
Jill
mean?
Scott? Come on now.
I'm on clouds.
Come on
I'm
now.
walking on clouds right there. I'm on clouds. You know what I mean? That's the whole. Yeah.
I ain't gonna
She
lie,
on the
bro.
hit list.
When I heard that shit in September, I was like, oh, okay, this is what y'all been working on. Okay, I gotta go get my shit together, bro. I'm playing. I'm over here playing. I'm smoking blunts and bullshit, and I gotta get it together. Y'all doing real work at the table, man.
Oh,
All
hell
right,
yeah.
so give
Hell
us.
yeah.
We talked about, you know, Chop. Now I say Chop. We know him as Chop. His artist name is Rich Notch. That y'all need to know him as Rich. I mean, let me. I apologize. Let me say it correctly, right? You know what I'm saying? But we got Rich's history. We got Tall's history, and I know if you guys go back to Sprinkle Some Salt, there's an interview we talked about a bit there. But give us a brief bit of NBK's history, or because y'all got material before NBK together too, right? Like y'all got Lucy's and shit. So like, how did this team? Because you guys are a dynamic duo. It's not a MC and a producer no more. It's NBK. So how did this happen? How did evolvement happen here?
Oh, man. We met at this plantation. We ain't even gonna mention the
Yeah.
owner of the plantation. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was some runaway slaves on the plantation. And what happened was Yahembe, the guitar player on Black is Beautiful, was also at that same plantation. And he pulled me to the side and was like, yo, because I knew Yahembe for years before. You know what I mean? Like, me and Yahembe go back like at least 20 years off and on. So and we always had music in common. So he was like, yo, there's a brother over here that know how to, that can rap, and he got a project out. So when he showed me the project, and when he told me, I was like, all right, another nigga that's rapping. But then when he showed me the album, I was like, oh, this shit is fire. It was like some like a real album. Like, it had like a CD, like real CD artwork. You pull the CD out, like a real CD that you'll buy from back in the days, like, the record store. So I'm like, oh. Before I even heard it, I was like, damn, okay, he invested in his projects, of course, because this is like it's like a CD Baby package. I don't know, like, I don't know if y'all familiar with CD Baby, but like, that shit is, you got to spend money to get one of them type of album setups like that. So when I heard it, when I seen it, I was like, all right, bet, I'm going to see it, I'm going to check it out. And I heard it, I was like, nah, son could rap. But then I still didn't, I never met him. And then when I finally met him, it's like we just clicked right there off the rip. Like, you know what I mean? We started talking about hip hop and how we feel about hip hop and how we feel about the current state of hip hop and what we wish would happen. Like,
This
what's
what
the
you talk
changes
about
that
right
we
here.
wanted to
This
see
was
in
the
the culture.
original, the great
Yeah,
hate. Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, the
With the
Yeah,
booklet
you
and
can't
all that.
legit
Yeah,
smile like you
yeah.
soft.
That's what I saw first.
yeah, you see the point here, right? You see, I was
Yeah,
back then. This is what year was this?
yeah.
This was when I dropped this. This was what 2012, 2010, 2012.
All right.
Mm.
All right, so we decade plus in
See,
it. Okay,
so
even more. Okay.
hell yeah. It wasn't no like link, SoundCloud link or no, you know, it was a real album, a real CD. So when I heard that, and we, you know, like I said, we started talking, realized that we got a lot in common. We want to see a lot of the same things in the culture. So we was like, fuck it, let's start doing music. So we did one record, and I can't remember what the name of the record is. I can't remember what is it, L Sample though. And from that record on, we was just like, fuck it, let's just keep. I think it was Jungle Rap,
I think it was Jungle Rap.
something like that. One of them shits, and then like that was the first one, and we was like, "Yo, all right, let's see what can happen." You know what I mean? So I think this was like back in 2017. I think not 2017 or 2016, one out the two, and then that was it. After that, we just
Just
stayed
locked
committed,
it in, huh?
stayed down.
So they just like
Word.
basically y'all just happened to link up at the plantation and said, "Fuck it, we got something here to make it rock." Hey man, we again.
For real.
I love the fact that y'all keep it authentic to yourselves, but even more so, you keep it responsible with hip hop, man. You know what I mean? Like it's just you're realistic in the fact that we grown ass motherfuckers and we still want to listen to hip hop. And like you said, we still got to go buy detergent and go to the laundromat and deal with dogs and kids and shit. So it's like we not all dope
Mm-hmm.
boys driving to our 9 to 5. Sometimes we just want to hear some dope music on the way to work or in between. So you know what I'm saying?
That's
It's
all.
appreciated,
That's
man. It's
all.
appreciated.
I'm not in the
So
strip club every night making it rain. I'm
Word.
not throwing bands. I'm not doing none of that. I, I, I mean, I can't relate. This is for the
Mm-hmm.
people, you know what I mean? I drive a Honda Accord. Facts. Facts.
but keep it clean though.
It's clean. It gets me where I gotta go. You know what I
Hey
mean?
man, I appreciate the hell out
Word.
of y'all.
And to
I got
each his own.
I got
You
a
know what I mean?
couple more because I know it's probably late for y'all, man. So I appreciate y'all.
I'm
Um,
good. Fuck it.
you said you said
Yeah,
fuck
I
it.
gotta
Good.
get coffee for this, bro. I'm
So
about to
hey,
get him up.
what was so? Here's the thing I want to ask because clearly, bro, your sample game. Like, how do you? It's not, I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful and be like, how do you do it? But are you sampling? Or are you just like? I mean, clearly there's some, but it seems to be really well placed. Because I was gonna like try and test myself and be like, all right,
Yeah.
where's the sample in here? Or is he tweaking with a drum or a cymbal or making a sound? You know what I mean? So like, are you an instrument? Because you have musicality. You said you played the sax. You played was it steel drum? So like, are
Mm-hmm.
you playing these instruments yourself or tweaking with the boards and the sounds? Or are you sampling? How's that work? I don't want to get you in no trouble, but
Both. Nah, both. Like, um, I'll sample and then I'll layer. You know what I mean? So like, all right, for example, Big Talker, right? All right, I'm gonna share it. It is what it is. Big Talker, that whole sample came from a John Wayne Western movie. Yeah, it's John Wayne's first comedic movie. It's called McLinton or McLinquin or some shit like that. It's a Western movie. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm listening to, I'm watching it and shit, and I'm hearing, I'm like, well, that would sound fire. Let me see what I can do. So I got on the computer and I'm starting to grab audio from the movie and shit like that. And I'm watching the movie, and it's a comedy movie. It's one of John Wayne. You know, he always do the Western bang bang movies, but it was his first comedic movie. Watching, I'm hearing more clips. I'm like, oh, I bet I got what I need. I stopped watching the movie. I get to the joint, I start pacing it together. I get me an 8-bar loop, I'm listening to it. I'm like, all right, bet, we put some drums on it. Boom. Now we're set up. All right, P's hitting me. I mean, Rich is hitting me. Yo, I need beats. I need beats. I sent him just that. Boom. Take that over. Go ahead, do your thing. Right? And he comes back with Big Talker. Him, DMR, Speed. I'm like, all right, I need to do something else to it now. So a lot of the elements that was that's on the final version, they didn't hear it. They didn't hear the bass like that. Boom, boom. Like I added all of that
The
after I
bass
got the
got that
verses in.
rattle too,
Like
bro.
the
For a
chopper.
Southern cat like myself, it's got that.
Yeah,
I love that. Okay, but yeah, go ahead, keep going.
yeah. They didn't get none of that. They didn't get none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like even the in DMR's verse, the screwed up part. He didn't know that was gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like that's
Bro,
just me.
that
That's
shit was
me.
a chef's
I'm gonna
kiss
keep it
too. That
real
was
with
hard.
you. That's me. That's me going to school my first year in college around a bunch of Houston niggas, like a real Houston niggas. Like my roommate, I'm gonna shout him out, Norman Clay. He from Houston, and he was the one that put me on to the screw culture. In our dorm room, he was like, "Yo, you know what? Yeah, I bet y'all don't know how to make y'all pants stand up there in New York." I'm like, "What the fuck, nigga? Fuck out of here with that stupid shit." This
And
nigga
with
pulled
that
out a
stars,
spray
them
starch.
creasy jeans.
He hit the fucking pants with the spray starch and started pressing the shit out of these fucking jeans. He had the sharp fucking crease in there. He took them shits off the ironing board and stood them bitches up. He was like, "That's Houston culture." And I'm like, "What?" And then he started playing me DJ Screw tapes. And I'm like, why they slowing it down? And he was like, "That's how they hear it when they on the drink." I'm like, "Wait a minute, what drink?" You know what I mean? So him and like a bunch of my other homies from like Dallas and my man Dante from Waco, like they put me on to Houston culture, Texas culture. You know, so I was already familiar with Youngster and you know that whole volley beating down the whole South Side shit with the all of that. Took me back to when I was back then with them. So when I heard DMR accent on that beat, and he was like, "I'm a rep from my city like the great Jay Prince." I'm like, "I bet, chop it right here." With an
Like I played for the
8-tone
Stros.
hat like I play for the Stros, and you already know the Stros just won the championship. I'm a Yankees fan. That hit me hard. You feel me? Because that shit hit me
Hey,
hard. Because I'm like,
hey,
oh
hold on.
shit.
What was the
You
name
know what I
of
mean?
the
But
movie that you got the joint that started it?
um, Mick, hold on, damn, Mick Clinton or
McClintock?
McLinton or some shit like that. But the McClintock is John Wayne. He's the star of the show. He's a
Somebody asked
comedy
me that too.
joint.
They wanted to know that. I forgot to get back to them. I forgot who it was. I don't know if it was Ultra Mag or somebody asked
Yeah,
me, asked Genius, where did that Big Talker sample come from? I'm Big Talker, like the voice and everything.
I
yeah,
think I rented that movie out back in the day in
yeah.
high
I
school.
get,
Like I used to work at a video store. I just
yeah,
remember
yeah.
John. Nah, no, never mind. It wasn't. It was Rock Hudson or something else. Never mind. Never mind. It's a different one. Because it was John
Okay,
Wayne. I just remember seeing him on one of them
yeah,
fucking
bro.
covers.
Like,
So I was like, is that the one? But anyway, but yo, y'all.
yeah, no,
I mean,
mm-hmm.
again, I'm stuck on Big Talker because I don't want to mess up nothing else because I want everybody to go check this shit out. The whole project is fucking crazy. But I do want to ask you though, because we were talking about your samples, and I want to ask both of y'all, but we got talk going now. What for you? What's the standout joint? Whether it be beat wise or overall song
Oh
production,
man,
lyric wise, what's that standout joint?
I got, I got, I got, I got four
Yeah. Okay.
standout joints. I got four standout joints that like these are the joints that I was like, these are like undeniable, and like the songs that are gonna last
Okay.
past the time. You know what I mean? So Black Magic, like I mentioned earlier, Black Magic. Um, shit, you put me on the spot, bro. I gotta think. Big Talker, just because of the diversity on that shit, just because, you know, Rich came so New York, DMR came so Texas, and Speed is just like the international sound on the record. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I really love that record so much, because it's a part on there for everybody. If you're not from the South and you still stuck in the New York sound of the things, the first verse is for you. If you love boom bap hip hop but you from the South, the second verse is for you. If you're not really in the hip hop world but you fuck with hip hop, Speed
Yeah.
Autobahn is for you. You know, and like that's why I love Big Talker, because every one of them is talking big shit, just in their way, their style. So Big Talker, Walking on Clouds, Black Magic, and fuck, damn, bro, I
That's
can't.
a solid list already.
Man, I I love Hiccup. I love Value. I love Cruel World. Like I love Diamond Studded. I feel like Diamond Studded was made for me. You know what I mean? Like, I really think that was my theme record. Like, I think like Rich wrote that record for me or whatever, man. But like, yeah, I can't say I got to stand out, bro. Like, because I love all of them in a different type of way. You know what I'm saying? So like, I really can't say I got to stand out. I don't know if Rich got one,
You
but I
came
don't
with
really got
four.
to
You came
stand
with
out.
four heaters though, and I was blessed to get an early link, and everyone that you listed are dope ones. So you know what I mean. Peace to Sorry Drummer.
Yeah, man.
Brazil is in the house. What's happening? What's happening?
Salute, salute.
Uh,
Shout out.
The
ISO
Cruel
Chop. Rich.
World definitely was an interesting one, because Cruel World, that beat was like a throwaway beat for me. It's a beat that he gave me in the batch, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care for the beat
Mm-hmm.
like that. I was like, I just didn't feel like it wasn't up to par with the rest of them. So it was one of them beats that I just didn't fuck with, but I still had it in the email. So it was one of them times where I was like, yo, I need a beat. He said, yo, don't worry, I'm gonna send it to you tonight by 12 or whatever. It did happen. So
Three days later.
I started going through the email. I'm up. It's like 1 in the
Mm-hmm.
morning. I'm feeling the right? Because sometimes when I'm in the zone, I'm in the zone. I'm like, damn, I want to hear some new beat and write to. So I started going through the email. Like, this nigga G either went to sleep or I'm gonna get it in 2 days or whatever. So I'm looking, and I was like, oh, this is a beat that I never did nothing to. So I'm listening again. I'm like, I just came up with that whole Cruel World thing, the flow and everything. That turned out to be one of my favorite tracks I ever did with Genius, period, Cruel World. Like, my personal favorites. And I would have never thought that, because that beat, I never thought I would have, to me, that was a beat that I was never going to do nothing to.
Really?
And look how it turned out.
You not to cut you off, but I sent that beat to him multiple times on purpose.
Genius.
I was like, yo, because like you know what it is too. Like, I had to also, like, and you know, this is growing up. I used to send beats to people, not just the rich, but like artists, mad artists, and like I already know what I think they're gonna sound good on. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'll send them the shit, and that's not where they at. And that shit used to hurt me bad, bro. And you know, you have other producers, your peers and shit like that, and I'll reach out like, yo, what you do in this situation? Like, when you know you got a record for somebody and they just not there creatively yet. And my man was just like, yo, keep sending it, keep sending it, keep sending it, keep sending it, until they say that particular beat, don't send that one to me no more. But if they don't say that, keep sending it, because the thing is this, as a rapper, you know, depending on where you at, aim wise, and what your plan is, you got so much to think about. You got to figure out, all right, what is my message, and how am I going to deliver it, and then how are people going to perceive it, and then now you may have a beat that you think is going to be that beat for you, because you just love what somebody else did to that beat. You know what I mean? You like, damn, I wish I had one of them Hit Boy beats because Nas killed it. But that might not be for you. You feel me? That might not be for you. You might just love that sound, and you love the marriage between the rap and the art and the beat. But like, that might not be for you. This shit right here, though, this for you. You know, and producers is gonna tell you, like, a beat maker just gonna throw you whatever. But you know, and you have to have the chemistry with the artist. I got chemistry with Pete, so I know exactly what he wants before he asks for it. I already know what he want. He want hard drums that's gonna complement his vocals. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna say too much before producers might hear and be like, I'm gonna put in some shit for Rich now. But I know what he want. You know what I mean? So like, it's not hard for me to. I already know he might not fuck with it in June or September.
Cool World.
But
I didn't know what to do with the beat. I didn't know what to do with the beat. Honestly, I didn't know. I knew it wasn't one of them tracks where you. It's not one of them tracks you could just spit like just spit. Like freestyle. It's a concept. You hear the music. It calls for something. I don't know if, like whether it's a story or what the topic gonna be. Certain beats call for certain things. Certain beats you just can't spit on. You just spit whatever. Certain beats you could. You could just have fun with it and spit. But Cruel World, the beat called for something, but I'm like, I don't know. So I kept just like putting it in the back. And then I fucked with it because I had no choice that night and I was feeling the right. And I came up with that. And to me, that's one of my favorite records on the whole album, Cruel World.
that's one of the records that's gonna live forever because like it's so like the shit he talking about is so fucking current, bro. It's so current to this day, and like it was happening in the past and it's still happening now. So that's what's gonna make that song live on for a long time.
Man, this whole project, like I said, it's very, very New York. It's very hip hop, and not that NBK one wasn't, but this is just that after party. So it's got that energy and that vibe that's easily accessible to everybody. You know what I mean? And NBK one didn't have a preachy sound; it just had a big sound. This one's, I don't know. This one's just, it's that vibe you hear around the corner, like, yo, what the fuck's going on over there? Okay, let me check that shit out. You know what I mean? But again, I just want to say I love y'all's authenticity throughout. Not only in this interview and every time that I've interacted with y'all, but just in the music, the way you present the music, the way you post the music. Like there's no fluff, there's no crazy roll up. It's just it's genuine love that's shown for what you do, and that's I think that's why y'all get the love back. I hope you keep getting the love that you get. So that's one thing I want to ask though is about the now this time I don't want to talk about the impact, but the reaction. Have you gotten the reaction that you expected? Because like Tall, you mentioned that you guys did some research going into this project, right? In terms of sounds that work better, work differently. So when it comes to Walking on Clouds and Big Talkers, the video's getting hella love. Are you guys getting the reaction that you wanted so far? Or what kind of reaction have you gotten back as well?
The reaction is more than what I expected from Big Talker, to tell you the truth. I knew it was a dope record, but the reaction that I make, like the texts, the DMs, the people calling me, like I said, people that strangers basically on like through social media hitting me, letting me know, like it's been overwhelming. You know what I mean? For both records, especially Big Talker. I think it's Big Talker, like you said, more universal, the different voices, the different region. So Big Talker definitely a bigger reaction, you know what I mean? But it's all been positive for both records, for that and Walking on Clouds. People love Walking on Clouds.
Damn. All right. So what kind of reaction are you? Does that set up the reaction expectation for the rest of the project, or do you kind of leave yourself open ended, or what's the feeling going into 12/22 coming up?
Nah, well, yeah, like when Rich would send me a text like every day, like somebody sending him a message about Big Talker or whatever, and it was the same for Walking on Clouds. So just seeing that reaction, it makes me personally feel good and confident, more confident, because I'm like, all right, they receiving the shit, they receiving this well, you know what I mean? So like that means that the data and all the research that we did is paying off, because we really spoke on the phone about like, all right, what was the reaction to this record from last year? This wasn't, all right, I got the same reaction to that. So maybe we need to pivot away from that and go somewhere else. So just for them to react to Walking on Clouds and Big Talker like that, that's dope, because that's like the level that you're getting on the rest of the album. It's like that level. You know what I mean? So like it's gonna be, I'm glad that y'all like that, because y'all gonna like the rest of it. And I'm not just saying it just to you know, hype anybody up, because I
Right.
already know we got a slow cooker. You feel me? Like this gonna be a slow cooker because, um, again, I'm a data guy, and I'm looking at Black is Beautiful, and Black is Beautiful is still growing, and you know, business wise, you're not supposed to put out another project while the first album's still going, because you cutting the life of that one. But I feel like in this climate where we at right now, I think that we gonna get people as we go, as time progresses, we gonna get more people to catch on to the sound, and it's gonna be just a task for them to go back and do their research and go back and check. Like, look at these videos, look at the first album, listen to the first album. Oh, this is part two. Damn, I gotta catch up. Oh shit, they really grew from part one to part two. Look at their videos. Look at this one. Look at the songs. Blah blah blah. So it's, you know, we already know what time it is. We know that we not shooting to the top quick, because most of them niggas shoot right back down real fast. We're gonna take our time and build, you know, with the real ones, with the people that's gonna show us love and show us support. You know, shout out to the whole hip hop commission. You know, they definitely, you guys definitely is like, you guys are like a board of hip hop enthusiasts that like don't tolerate nonsense. So to have that type of community around your project, and to like let them hear it and get them, like, let them give you feedback, that's like extra armor. When we going out there now, when we drop 12/22, like, we already know what time it is. We already got our confidence. We got our peers from the commission confidence. So we good to go. And then the whole meaning behind NBK 2 and the dropping it on 12/22/22, it's all significant to the number 2. You know what I mean? And that number 2 represents unity. It represents like togetherness. It represents like, you know, just coming together and building.
Partnership.
You feel me? So like, that's partnership. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like, we went that deep into it. You know, and we didn't just look at it as a cute project to put up on this number. Just be like, oh yeah, da da da, it's gonna make it. Nah, it was a well thought out like thing on both of our ends. Like, yo, we gonna drop 12/22/22 to represent what this shit is. It's a partnership. You know what I mean? We, like you said, we not just a rapper and a producer. We entrepreneurs. We business guys, man. Like, that's what it is. We hustling music, and then we making sure that our product is different than whatever else is on the market, and we shooting it to the people that really just want to hear our product. You know, so like, we really come together and we build on this shit. It's not like we, you know, we're not in the studio smoking weed and drinking liquor and just like, you know, putting up lives like, yeah, nigga, we shit, blah blah blah. Nah.
He's like, oh,
That's just
you
real thought
rap?
out shit.
You
We
make
get up
beats.
early in the morning.
Smoke a blunt, get together.
Yeah, that's the narrative, right? But like Rich is an early bird. My man sent me texts at like 6:45 in the morning. Peace, God. Peace, King. Yo, you got them beats? Damn, son. I be going to the bathroom, and I happen to pick up my phone on the way, and I got a text from him. You know what? But that's what I need. That's what I need. You know what I mean? Still sharp and still. So he gonna make sure the first thing I'm thinking about is this production. The first thing I'm thinking about is making sure we complete these records. Because he's like, yo, we gotta do this before, we gotta submit the album before this date. We got, remember.
Rich
And I'm like,
beyond
I need
it.
that.
Rich beyond it.
You know what I mean? So
Hey,
like,
what's
it's
happening?
business, man. Hell
Helianthus
yeah.
Records. Peace to everybody that's tapped in. This is
Salute,
actually
DJ
part 2
J.
of
Salute.
NBK2 interview. We talking to Natural Born Kings. NBK2 is actually coming out 12/22/22, which is actually referencing the significance of 2: partnership, alignment, teamwork. And these cats are not they're not a boy band that are put together. There was no ad that was answered. It's just it's not even some weird, you know, rapper and the DJ want to hook up and make money together. Nah, these is 2 cats that's really enjoying what they do, and it's a joint effort, man. Right? You guys are like a joint venture company or some shit, man. This is I mean, this is real time Mad Lib and Freddie Gibbs and them and all that shit, but this is like every day. which is funny to understand now. The MC is bugging the hell out of the producer, like, yo, where's my beats? Where's my beats? I love that shit.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that shit.
We're gonna have the
That's a
vinyl coming
fact.
too for all y'all vinyl heads out there. It's gonna be a limited edition set of vinyls that we're gonna get pressed up after it drops. Vinyl, some merch,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But y'all,
yeah. Definitely
okay,
got some
so
merch
that
on the
was my
way
other
too.
thing. One thing I wanted to, and we've been bugging Tall a lot, mainly because Chop is recovering, man. We appreciate
Yeah, yeah,
you tapping in with
yeah. I've
us.
been under the
You
weather.
know, keeping it. He got that New York cold and shit. But
Everybody catching it, man. It's crazy.
are y'all? I mean, y'all
Everybody.
got videos coming up. Are y'all at a point where you're looking to do any shows, or are you gonna do any gigs, anything like that? Okay, all right, cool. So we got more content coming from that angle. What's another thing I wanted to talk on or touch on? Because like again, when it comes to Rich, he's an MC. He's doing his podcast thing. We got the commission thing. So he's definitely hitting multiple lanes. So are there any beat tapes or side projects? And I mean, no offense to the NBK brand, but I mean, are there any side things that you got going right now? Any other people that's rocking
Oh
on your
yeah,
beats right
yeah,
now? What's coming up?
yeah. We got I just did 2 beat tapes in November. And that was just me, just shaking the dust off and getting everything prepared for NBK 2. Really, just because I went kind of on a hiatus from social media for a minute. I mean, like just to figure things out in my life and like try to like figure out what's my approach. Like what's gonna be my approach with social media because I can't ignore it. I mean, like I gotta involve myself in it. So I took some time to just like figure out a game plan for the internet, and then it all kind of lined up with the schedule with MBK. So I was like, fuck it, let me drop these 2 beat tapes, and after I dropped MBK, I got another beat tape coming with one of my producer peers, my friends. Actually, it's one of my mentees that I got into music, a young guy, but we're doing a project together, beat tape. And then I got some stuff that I'm working on. I don't want to say because I don't want to be like, oh yeah, we got this coming, shit don't come or whatever. But what I do also is sync licensing. I do a lot of sync production and shit like that. So how that works is if you're watching TV, let's say you're watching Ratchet TV, and you hear like a beat in the background with Ray J talking about, oh, this girl about to beat me up type shit. Whatever beat you hear in the background, that's sync licensing, that's sync production. So I got into that earlier last year where, it's just pretty much like creating music for particular scenes or commercials or like if a product is out and they're looking for a certain type of music, I get an opportunity to send some ideas that I have. And if they like it, then we go further. If not, then just move on to the next gig. But that's what I've been
All
doing
right,
too, a
so
lot of
we
same placements
got
and all that.
we got Chop on the hustle, we got Tall on the hustle, MBK is on the way out, like
Yeah.
literally next week. So, and again, I appreciate the hell out of y'all, man. I'm actually out of questions. I'm out of blunt, and I'm damn near out of
Mm-hmm.
water, as you tried to call it, whatever.
Yeah.
So, okay, this is a two-parter, right? So, I want y'all to talk to me a little bit about, we get through the project, it's starting off as the EP, becomes a full-on project. Was there any anxiety as you got near the finish line, right? And then on the other side of it, what are we doing for celebration? Did you celebrate when it was finished, or are you gonna wait until it gets released 12/22? When does the celebration hit? So anxiety and then celebration.
You want to go first?
Anxiety, I don't think. I mean, when it comes towards the end, and you got a certain you got
Bro,
a due date.
30 seconds. 30
Oh,
seconds, man.
30
Hey,
seconds. Yeah.
yo,
IG, shut
we
us
got
up.
we
Yo,
gotta
salute,
wrap this
man.
up. We gotta
We
wrap
gotta
this
wrap it
up,
up.
y'all. Part
Yeah.
two. It's been a hell of a
Yeah.
convo. I got 10 seconds left. NBK2, 12-22-22. Paul Genius. Top it up, hip hop. It's your boy Bump Jones at Commission. We out. Y'all